Hello, Buddhas. Today we are going to talk about an incredible experience that started with a pain in my back. Now, you might be thinking, how can a pain in your back be an incredible experience? Well, let me tell you this. I've been told, and I've done some quantum healing related things in my life, where the left side of your body is my left, and the right side of the body is different. And the left side is the divine masculine, and the right side represents your divine feminine. This may be different for some people, but this is what I genuinely believe, and I think that it serves really well to kind of delineate these things. And the reason that I bring this up is that yesterday I had an experience where I moved my body in a certain way, and this incredible pain came out of the upper, mid, lower, whole right side of my back, essentially, like as a muscle situation. And it's still there. And I'm still dealing with it. But yesterday it was at a point where I practically couldn't move. It was a little bit scary. I felt almost in some instances that I couldn't breathe because the pain was so acute. It was so overall presence and just consuming my reality. So what I did yesterday is I sat with that pain and I talked to it. And it was this incredible meditative process where I actually took the time not to just medicate and get rid of and try to fix and resolve the pain, because I knew the pain wasn't ultimately the problem here. The pain never is the problem. Pain is a symptom, right? So I sat with it and I said, hey, divine feminine, what's going on? Okay? What are you trying to tell me? What do you need to know? Or what do I need to know? Or vice versa. I'm not 100% sure which way it works, honestly, at this point. And the reason this was so profound for me and so incredible is that the pain didn't go away by doing that. But it was almost as if I was having a conversation with it. And this became not a game of pain, but a game of learning and understanding and coming to grips with some certain parts of my past. And I was able to work through some, let's call them traumas. It doesn't mean that I was attacked by a lion, that I got trauma in this lifetime, maybe in a past lifetime, I don't know. But the things that happen in this life, whether they're traumatically relatable to other people, are not as irrelevant, but to us as an individual, certain things happen that cause us to go down certain paths, and those are considered our traumas. And in my life, there are definitely some traumas related to my relationship with women, and it's been kind of crappy for a while, honestly. And there's been a lot that I haven't understood about why I can't act in certain ways that they would expect me to, or why I can't articulate my feelings, or why I can't feel comfortable in certain situations. Mind you, my masculine mind, my logical analytical mind, has gotten me to a certain level, but I kind of came to the conclusion within the last year or so that wasn't doing enough for me. This was no longer doing enough, and there was something that I was definitely missing out on. And I was able to go back into a memory of my past and to acknowledge that memory and to write it down actually on my iPad and to really work that through and to get that written out into the real world and to understand a little bit better what's going on inside my head, to acknowledge, okay? I acknowledged that pain and that suffering that I had gone through. I acknowledged that time in my life that served, that protected me from things that I had chosen I didn't want to experience. But it also came at a price. It came at a price of not being to articulate how I feel. And that has really, let's say, held me back, but definitely created the version that I am. So it's not like holding me back as a negative, but I mean, it did hold me back from experiencing a deeper bonding connection with people. I've been alone for a long while, haven't had that meaningful relationship connection in a sustained manner for some time now. And that was just one of the most euphoric and freeing processes that literally happened yesterday, So I'm just still processing so much going on, processing up here and processing here. And this connection feels stronger than it ever has in my entire life, just as like a base set point. So what I'm trying to articulate here maybe is a little bit of advice to my readers. Oh, we got a kitty cameo. Maybe a little bit of a recommendation or advice or an idea, right? You guys don't have to follow every single thing I put out in these videos, but if it can help one person, then it was worth it. What if there is something in your life that's causing pain or causing a suffering, physical, mental, however you want to describe it? It doesn't matter to me. You want to go down? What if there is something in your life like that you've been drugging or medicating or ignoring in some way? And what if the more you do that, the worse it actually gets? And then what if you were to decide that enough of is enough, okay? None of the things that you feel in your body should hurt. Okay, the body is the most incredible machine on the planet, and we'd like to think that it's always broken. Well, news flash, it's not. Your body is perfect, okay? Get that through your head. Body's perfect. Your heart already knows, but your head seems to think that it's otherwise. And maybe the things that we've been putting off or medicating or drugging out or drinking away, maybe those things are things that we need to actually face. So yesterday, that's what I did. And it was the most healing process in a short amount of time that I've ever gone through my entire life. And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm able to stand today and move my body again. I can still feel the pain, but it's nowhere near as severe as it was yesterday. And today I have taken a couple things so that I can do some other things with my life and just observe the pain and see how it's coming along and then communicate with it when I need to. Because I'm not going to let it define me, but I did give it space and I did give it time to be a part of me, right? And to have that relationship with it. And that's pretty much all I've got to say today, Buddhas. Remember the most important thing in the entire universe is to love yourself. And any of those little pains or things that you've got going on, love those too. And to come to peace with them.